Life gets better by change, not by chance.
And it's
Episode
right.
Hello,
15.
hello, and welcome. Welcome to our mini series. Life gets better by change, not by chance. It's our episode 15. My name is Tara, and
She forgot her name. Go ahead, Tara. It's okay.
Jackie, you gotta do it. We're gonna redo it. I remembered what I did last time, and I forgot it. This is what happens.
It's
Let's
okay.
redo
Go
it
ahead.
again.
Go ahead. Come on, start.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our mini series. Life gets better by change, not by chance. My name is Tara. Please help me welcome my two amazing co hosts, Sevit and Jackie. Hi, guys.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
We got an amazing fellow business owner all the way from Canada.
Canada.
Canada, yes, you heard me right. It's summer over there, sunny and nice.
Oh,
I
yes.
wish I was there right now. Um, she is a mom of two, a, a full time worker in the financial industry, and a fellow digital business owner running this business for less than a year now. Please help me welcome Sinduya. Hi, Sinduya.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thanks for coming over. And we really appreciate you saying yes and doing this for us because this means a lot for us. We really want to, let people know that life really do change when you bring changes in your life, you know,
Absolutely.
because as Tara always says, nothing changes if nothing changes. So we'll go ahead with the interview.
Can I
Save it over.
just can I just mention before we start interviewing Sinduya, let's we're very grateful to be on the online space because myself, Tara, and Jackie are based in Australia. It's
Yes.
midday, so we're ready to preparing for lunch after this interview. But
Yes.
Sinduya, on the other hand, has taken time out because it's actually 10 o'clock right now at night.
Yeah.
On Saturday night in Canada. We're already on Sunday. So the joys of global business, I guess. So I just wanted to point that out as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go, Sinduya. That's us. Let me come to the questions. And I guess my first question, when I heard about you, what your background is, what you do, and all of that, one of the questions that came to my mind is, right, we've got a mother of two who's in the finance industry and banking industry side of things, and you already do the 9 to 5, but on top of that you're actually looking for ways to earn and generate revenue. So what exactly were you looking for when you decided to go down that pathway?
Absolutely. So, great question. So, I've been with the finance department now for over, I would say, at least 12 to 13 years. And, it's the same thing, repetitive, the 9 to 5, rat race that continues to move on. So, I was definitely looking for something that would be flexible at the same time, something where I would independently earn on my own, right? Of course, as women of the 21st century, I think it's very key that as women we play a great part in contributing to the family system. And of course, here in Toronto, and I'm sure it's the same in Sydney, it's not the same as it used to be in terms of having one person go to work and being able to balance our budget, right? So of course, being able to have that education background and earn online, and the business, in the finance industry was great, but I wanted something more, right? Something to call my own, first of all, be independent, and of course, contribute a little bit more because as our family was growing, the expenses kept on adding up. So I always had to make sure if my kids wanted to go somewhere, I had to think about, okay, is that enough in my budget, right? So of course, money became tight, and of course, with COVID coming down, a few of the jobs opportunities were tight. Sometimes even a bit of a struggle for me
Yes.
and my husband. So we said, let's look for something. And of course, I came across this online business, which is a fantastic way for me to kind of first learn, because every day I'm learning something new, right? And the community itself, like meeting wonderful people like yourself, you guys always are teaching us something new. Our weekly mastermind, so that was a big piece for me, is the learning piece. And secondly, that extra income, right? So one, I didn't have to leave my home. I can always have my kids right beside me and still be able to earn more. And I had successes where I was able to make more than what I was making with my finance in the banking industry with this online business. So it is possible. And I think that's exactly one of the reasons I'm so grateful that I chose to go with this online.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's good. I guess that's a lot of stuff that resonates with a lot of people as well, because we are all on a budget and we're all trying to come out of that pathway and be flexible, and you want to spend more with your with your family as well.
Yeah, I can resonate with you when you said life became a bit repetitive.
Yes.
When you do the same thing, it just becomes a routine, and you just want to get out. You need to. That's exactly what I felt when I was working in the corporate world. I just wanted to step out and do something else for personal fulfillment as well.
Absolutely.
So you did mention that one of the reasons you moved to. So why online? I mean, you didn't explain that a bit before. You could have for that extra income, you could have gone somewhere else, but you chose online. And why this business community?
Absolutely. So, so, with the growing age, there's so many ways where we can make extra incomes, right? So I have experienced in learning how to do stock trading, right? Forex and all that. But, you do need a lot of income to start up with it to make a good profit. There is extra things like, Uber Eats and everything you can do on the side hustle. But that takes me away from my family too and put me on a schedule. With this online business is that one, there's no schedule tied to it. Like I make up my own schedule. I choose when I want to work, right? And secondly, it's the community. I think I was very wowed by the amount of people that are continuing to grow in this business, right? We have almost over 90,000 people that are part of this community, which still wows me. And we're still trying to, there's so many more that are still interested. And I'm like, wait a minute. So when I first started, I was one of those bystanders where I was like, I don't know if this is for me, but I saw the success that many people were having. I'm like, why not me, right? So if you ever ask me, what's one of the reasons, one advice I would give to people, it's definitely don't sit back. Right, because that's a regret that I have for myself. But I'm so glad that I still got to choose this online platform.
Absolutely. Fantastic. I guess you've answered a bit of it, but the other question that I did have for you was, for every single person that's out there watching, for every single parent that has kids, just like, we have kids, what other advices have you got for them?
Yeah. So I would say first, foremost is don't sit there just waiting for something to happen. You have to make that change, right? So it comes within you. And for me personally, I went through the same process. I was scared. I was nervous. I was a wreck. I was like, oh, I don't know, online, putting myself out there, because I wasn't a really social media type of person. But you know what? It's not so bad, right? And the world is changing. If you're not on the online platform, you're really kind of falling behind, I would say. So don't sit back, just jump in, take that chance, because you never know where this can lead you to, right? Like, for example, I know Jay, like all the success he's had, like, even having him mentioned in the Forbes magazine, that's something that I was like very inspired by his story. So these are things that can happen to you personally within your life, right? So I would say, like, again, I was part of this business a year ago. Like, I heard about it, but I never jumped in because I was really scared. I was really confused. But as I sat back, one of the biggest regret I had is starting earlier,
Mhm.
right? So don't make that same mistake. I would say jump in, connect with these
Very
people,
good.
and you'll be in good hands.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We all regret that we didn't start it earlier.
Yes, that's
Yes.
true.
I can feel that. And Sandy, you mentioned about that forex and
Yeah.
Uber Eats and all, and I'm very happy you mentioned it, because when people think about starting a side hustle, the first thing they when they think about going online, they mostly either go in forex, crypto,
Mhm.
all that kind of businesses. And you said that you did some training and something about forex, yeah?
Yeah, I
So,
did, but I was
yeah,
I was falling lost in it, right? And I saw that I was kind of losing money, and you needed a little bit more to put up front, which was tight for me.
yeah. And you need to keep investing money to gain profit,
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think because the reason I am asking you that question, because I had those journey. I did forex for 2 years. I lost, I made, I lost, but it used to consume a lot of my time. And
Yes,
especially you need to be wake up when U.S. market opens,
Mm.
and you need to
absolutely.
read the news and all that stuff, and that's very stressful.
Hmm.
Sometimes. So that's the reason I wanted to brought this up, because end of the day, this is not only about talking about our business, and bringing people to into our business. It's about educating people what is right for them,
Hmm.
because every one of us have burned our hands, in some businesses where we have lost money, lost time, lost energy, and we know how it feels. And
Hmm.
it's very important to find the right system, right community, and right people
Absolutely,
Mm.
Yeah,
100%.
that's right.
nowadays.
Even
And line nowadays is often used, you know. Yeah. Go ahead,
even in
Absolutely.
Savita.
sorry, even in some online businesses, you still have to trade your time for money. You have to
Hmm.
be there. You got to watch the market.
Yeah.
Whereas with our businesses, we don't have to physically be there. It runs
Mhm.
in the background, and you need to
Yeah.
spend about maybe 1 to 2 hours a day just preparing and doing few things for the business. But it works in the background. When you wake up, you will see the results.
Yeah.
Um,
Because we got a automated system in place.
yes.
I want to elaborate why we don't spend much time, why it's running behind the curtain. It's because the system we use, it's mostly automated. And when I talk about system, it's sales funnel, email campaign, you know, webinars. It's all automated. So the only thing you do is you put 20-30% of your effort, which Tara already mentioned, couple of hours a week.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, save it.
That's true. Now, I was actually saying one of the frequent questions that I do get in terms of inquiries and all of that is the question of, okay, what do I have to sell?
Hmm.
And then they get surprised when I respond back and say, you don't have to sell anything. If you think that your garage is going to be filled with a whole lot of, equipments and whatever, and you're going to be doing counting and stock taking, I said, we don't do any of that.
No,
And in
yeah,
all honesty, I don't think if that was the case, I wouldn't even be where I am now, because I don't have time to do that sort of stuff either.
absolutely
So I
right.
guess those are all our advantages. Having a career on top of that, trying to be there, and manipulate, your time management with everything else you've got juggled, everything that you have to do as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's all our advantages. You're right, Sinduya.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
Thanks for doing this, Indria.
No
We really
problem.
appreciate.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you.
I'm the best part of this interview is that bringing out those forex and Uber Eats and all, people really need to understand what they are getting involved with,
Yeah.
because there is no point you get involved, spend time, money, and then you realize and then you regret. So it's better you ask questions, stay in conversation. If you want to find out something, dig more, find out, and then take action. And I
Hmm.
always say there is nothing wrong with having a skeptical mind. because having a skeptical mind is having a skeptical mind will help you to find out the real picture of the opportunity you are getting into. So thanks from my end. I wish you all the luck, all the success you deserve. Thara and Savit, to you, any last words?
Thank you so much, Sinduya. Sharing your story. That's one thing I love about this online business. I get to meet and speak to people from all over the world. Thank you, and we will be watching you, watching your success in our community, and all the very best. And have a great night.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you, Sinduya, officially, I guess. I'll see you around. And again, like everybody else, I will also keep an eye and watch you grow in the online space as well. All the very best, and have a good night. Go start dreaming now. Thanks for staying up late.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Good
All the
night.
best.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Good.
Wow.
And that is how we start our Sundays.
Yes. Well, I got no plans. I've got all the time in the world,
Well, you know what? We're in a worse lockdown than you guys are, but what can I say? Life still goes on for us, and we're still working. We're still socializing on online and everything
Yes, that's
else.
right.
So who's got the code today? Who's saying the code?
Jackie, you do. Listening to you it's really soothing.
Is it?
Oh, Savit,
Yeah.
is it
Really?
Savit?
David, you got a code?
Oh no! Well, if you know what, whenever you guys ask me a quote, I actually think of what I feel right at the moment.
Yeah.
And I guess for me, my thought is right now, surrounding myself with successful people.
Yeah.
For me to be successful, I want that energy. I want that drive. And I want
Yes.
to be around people who are, like-minded, who are going to be pushing me, who I can push back, so that we can, get results. So I guess my
Yes.
quote for today is surround yourself with successful people.
Good.
Yes, I so agree with that. That's
That's
why I hang
important.
out with you guys.
You have no choice. Yeah.
You have no choice, exactly.
Something like that. Yes. Thank you, guys. Anyone who's watching anywhere in the world right now, yeah.
I will say, before we go, guys, it's definitely hard times out there right now. Some of us are, grateful in the sense that, I haven't lost my job. I'm still working full time and all of that. But on top of that, I do have a backup plan of if anything happens. So, I feel for everyone, who's in a very hard situation right now with everything that's going on, especially in Australia at the moment. But please don't stop thinking positive thoughts. Don't stop trying to do new things and coming up with new ideas. Reach out to us, have a chat to us as well. We'll also be happy to tell you, what options are out there, and if this business is for you. So I will leave you guys with that.